the chair. Trust me, Boris.
For Uriel Septum!
Kill them! The time of cleansing is almost here!
I'm sorry to die.
Paradise awaits me. The dawn is breaking!
Fear death? Wrong. Only the chosen will survive the cleansing. Paradise.
Yes,
That's 3 more that won't be reporting back to their master.
the Daedric worshippers are outdone. By our blades, their wicked schemes are shattered.
That could have gone smoother. Can't say I minded killing a few more of these bastards, though. Get the book and let's get out of here. I'll
Right.
see you back at Cloud Ruler Temple. Good luck.
Ah, there it is. These pages of the Mysterium Xarxes shall yield their secrets to me, and the path to the cult's lair will be laid bare. 'Twould be wise to consult Tarmina at the Mages Guild before I set forth. We've done it, Boris.
Now that you have all 4 books, you should be able to handle things from here. I'm going to Cloud Ruler Temple. My place is at Martin's side.
I see.
I'll see you back at Cloud Ruler Temple. Good luck.
Farewell, my friend. Till we meet again. The field is won, and the 4-fold blasphemies of Cameron are ours. Yet my heart is heavy, for I fear this is but the first skirmish in a much greater woe. If the late Emperor truly saw my face in his prophetic dreams, then 'tis my hand that must close the jaws of oblivion. I cannot, nay, I shall not allow dread to swerve me from the path of redemption he set before me. I must make haste to Tarmina with all speed.
Hello, Master Wizard.
Good afternoon. Viator Asius has a good shield selection at Stonewall Shields.
I suppose if you need a shield, that's the place to go.
Take care.
Bye.
Greetings, Tarmina.
What can I do for you?
I bring tidings of great import. The 4-fold commentaries of Mankar Cameron are finally in my keeping. These volumes hold the key to the cult's undoing, yet their riddles remain shrouded to me. Tell me, how might we divine the location of the Mythic Dawn's hidden sanctum from these cursed pages?
To find their secret shrine to Mehrunes Dagon, you'll need to study the 4 volumes of Mankar Cameron's commentaries. It is a fairly common practice of these kinds of esoteric cults to put hidden messages within their sacred writings. In effect, simply by finding their way to the shrine, prospective members have already passed the first test on the road to enlightenment. You've piqued my curiosity about this puzzle. I will think on it myself and let you know if I have any ideas. Check back with me tomorrow after I've given this matter some thought.
Indeed. I shall look into it also. Perhaps a deeper reading of these volumes will do some form of good. I shall return. Farewell.
I'll keep studying the first 2 volumes of the commentaries. Who knows, I might turn up something before you do.
My thanks, Tamina. The way is hidden in plain sight. Tamina reveals that these tomes are but a sieve meant to filter the unworthy from those the mythic Dawn deems enlightened. I shall take these books and meditate upon their verses until the location of their sanctuary is laid bare to my eyes. I suppose now's the time. I shall look into these books.
Commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes, Book 1, by Mankar Cameron. Greetings, novitiate, and know first a reassurance. Mankar Cameron was once like you, asleep, unwise, protonymic. We mortals leave the dreaming sleeve of birth the same, unmantled save for the symbiosis with our mothers, thus to practice and thus to rapprochement, until finally we might through new eyes leave our hearths without need or fear that she remains behind. In this moment we destroy her forever and enter the domain of Lord Dagon. Reader, this book is your door to that domain, and though you be a destroyer, you must still submit to locks. Lord Dagon would only have those clever enough to pause. All else the Orbis claims in their fool running. Walk first. Heed. The impatience you feel is your first slave to behead. Enter as Lord Dagon has written. Come slow and bring 4 keys. Know that then you are royalty, a new breed of destroyer, whose garden shall flood with flowers known and unknown, as it was in the mythic dawn. Thus shall you return to your first primal wail, and yet come out different. It shall this time be neonimbiosis, master akin to master, whose mother is miasma. Every quarter has known us, and none bore our passing except with trembling. Perhaps you came to us through war, or study, or shadow, or the alignment of certain snakes. Though each path matters in its kind, the prize is always thus. Welcome, novitiate, that you are here at all means that you have the worthiness of kings. Seek thy pocket now and look. There is the first key, glinting with the light of a new dawn. Night follows day, and so know that this primary insight shall fall alike unto the turbulent evening sea where all faiths are tested. Again, a reassurance. Even the usurper went under the iliac before he rose up to claim his fleet. Fear only for a second. Shaken belief is like water for a purpose. In the garden of the dawn we shall breathe whole realities. Enter as Lord Dagon has written. Come slow and bring 4 keys. Our order is based on the principles of his mighty razor. Novitiate, questing knight, chaplain and master. Let the evil ones burn in its light as if by the excess of our vision. Then shalt our knowledge go aright. However, recall that your sight is yet narrow, and while you have the invitation, you have not the address. My own summons came through a book Lord Dagon wrote himself in the deserts of rust and wounds. Its name is the Mysterium Xarxes, Old Meritada Aggregate, forefather to the wife of all enigma. Each word is razor-fed and secret, thinner than cataclysms, tarnished like red drink. That I mention it at all is testament to your new rank, my child. Your name is now cut into its weight. Palace, hut or cave, you have left all the fog worlds of conception behind. Numantia, liberty, rejoice in the promise of paradise. Endlessly it shall form and reform around you, deeds as entities, all systems only an hour before they bloom to zero sums, flowering like vestments, divine raiment worn to dance at Lord Dagon's golden feet. In his first arm, a storm, his second the rush of plagued rain, the third all the tinder of Anu, and the fourth the very eyes of Padhome. Feel uplifted in thine heart that you have this first key, for it shall strike high and low into the worm rot of false heavens. Roaring I wandered until I grew hoarse with the gospel. I had read the mysteries of Lord Dagon, and feeling anew went mad with the overflow. My words found no purchase until I became hidden. These were not words for the common of Tamriel, whose clergy long ago feigned the very existence of the dawn. Learn from my mistake. Know that humility was Mankar Cameron's original wisdom. Come slow and bring 4 keys. Offering myself to that daybreak allowed the girdle of grace to contain me. When my voice returned, it spoke with another tongue. After 3 nights I could speak fire. Red drink, razor fed, I had glimpsed the path unto the garden, and knew that to inform others of its harbour, I had to first drown myself in Xarxes' sea. Know ye that I have found my fleet, and that you are the flagship of my hope. Greetings, novitiate. Mankar Cameron was once you, asleep, unwise, protonymic, but am no more. Now I sit and wait to feast with thee on all the worlds of this cosmos. Numantia, liberty. Book 2. Whosoever findeth this document, I call him brother. Answers are liberations, where the slaves of Malbioj that came to know Numantia cast down their jailer king, Maztiak, which the Xarxes Mysterium calls the Arcane. Maztiak, whose carcass was dragged through the streets by his own bone walkers, and whose flesh was opened on rocks thereon, and those angels who loved him no longer did drink from his honeyed ichors, screaming, "Let all know free will and do as they will." Your coming was foretold, my brother, by the Lord Dagon in his Book of Razors. You are to come as idols drop away from you one by one. You are exalted in eyes that have not yet set on you. You, swain to well-travelled to shatterer of mantles. You, brother, are to sit with me in paradise and be released of all unknowns. Indeed, I shall show you his book and its foul and many-feathered rubric, so that you can put into symbols what you already know. The sphere of destruction is but the milk of the unenslaved. I fault not your stumbling, for they are expected and given grace by the oils. I crave not your downfalls, though without them you might surpass me even in the coming earth of all infinities. Lord Dagon wishes you no ills but the momentous, and as he wants, you must want, and so learn from the pages of God this, the ritual of want. Whisper to earth and earth, where the meddlers take no stones except to blood, as blood is blood, and to the cracking of bone as bone is bone, and so to crack and answer and fall before the one and one, I call you dragon as brother and king. Hides of Drach, 7 and 7, draught of oil, 1 and 1, circles drawn by wet dibolites. 3 concentric, and let their lower blood fall where it may. A birth watched by blackbirds. Hearthfire first. Incant the following when your hearing becomes blurred. Enraptured, he who finally goes unrecorded. Recorded, the slaves that without knowing turn the wheel. Enslaved, all the children of the Orbis as it is. Book 3. The tower touches all the mantles of heaven, brother Noviettes, and by its apex one can be as he will. More, be as he was, and yet changed for all else on that path for those that walk after. This is the 3rd key of Numantia, and the secret of how mortals become makers, and makers back to mortals. The bones of the wheel need their flesh, and that is mankind's heirloom. Oathbreakers beware, for their traitors run through the Nymic paths, runner dogs of prolix gods. The dragon's blood have hidden ascension in 6,000 years of ethereal labyrinth, which is arena, which they yet deny is oathbound. By the book, take this key and pierce the divine shell that encloses the mantle-takers, the skin of gold, scarab a orbex. Woe to the oathbreakers! Of the skin of gold, the Xarxes Mysterium 6 says, "Be fooled not by the forlorn that ride astray the roadway, for they lost faith, and this losing was caused by the Aedra who would know no other planets." Whereby the words of Lord Dagon instructs us to destroy these faithless. Eat or bleed dry the gone forlorn, and gain that small will that led them to walk the path of Godhead at the first. Spit out or burn to the side that which made them delay. Know them as the Nemeli. Every new limb is paid for by the underknown. See, brother, and give not more to the Hydra. Reader, you will sense a shadow choir soon. The room you are in right now will grow eyes and voices. The The candle or spell light you read this by will become gateways for the traitors I have mentioned. Scorn them and fear not. Call them names, call out their base natures. I, the Mankar of stars, am with you, and I come to take you to my paradise where the tower traitors shall hang on glass racks until they smile with the new revolution. That is your ward against them, Nemeli. They run blue through noise and shine only when the earth trembles with the eruption of the newly mantled. Tell them, go, Gartok al-Nem, God is come, Numimora, Num Dale Nem. Once you walk in the mythic, it surrenders its power to you. Myth is nothing more than first wants, unutterable truth. Ponder this while searching for the fourth key. Understood laws of the arcanature will fall away like heat. First tower dictate, render the mutant bound where he may do no more harm. As god of the Mundus, alike shall be his progeny split from their divine sparks. We are 8 x 8 Xarxes. Let the home of Padme see us as sole exit. Chim, those who know it can reshape the land. Witness the home of the Red King once jungled. He that enters paradise enters his own mother. Ae Alma Ruma, the Orbis endeth in all ways. Endeth we seek through our dawn, all endeth. Falter now and become one with the wayside orphans that feed me. Follow and I shall adore you from inside. My first daughter ran from the Dagonite road. Her name was Ruma, and I ate her with no bread, and made another, which learned. And I loved that one, and blackbirds formed her twin behind all time. Starlight is your mantle, brother. Wear it to see by, and add its light to paradise. Book 4. May the holder of the fourth key know the heart thereby. The Mundex terrene was once ruled over solely by the tyrant Druff kings, each to their own dominion, and border wars fought between their slave oceans. They were akin to the time totems of old, yet evil, and full of mockery and profane powers. No one that lived did so outside of the sufferance of the Druffs. I give my soul to the Magna Ge, saith the joyous in paradise, for they created Mehrunes the Razor in secret, in the very bowels of Lig, the domain of the upstart who vanishes. Though they came from diverse waters, each get shared sole purpose, to artifice a prince of good, spinning his likeness in random swath, and imbuing him with Oblivion's most precious and scarce asset, hope. Deathlessly I intone from paradise, Mehrunes the thief-taker, Mehrunes God's body, Mehrunes the red arms that went up, Numantia, liberty, deny not that these days shall come again, my novitiates. For as Mehrunes threw down Lig and cracked his face, declaring each of the 19 and 9 and 9 oceans free, so shall he crack the serpent crown of the Cyrodiils and make federation. All will change in these days as it was changed in those. For with by the magic word, Numantia, a great rebellion rose up and pulled down the towers of Chim el Gajig. And the Templars of the upstart were slaughtered, and blood fell like dew from the upper wards down to the lowest pits, where the slaves with maniacal faces took chains and teeth to their jailers, and all hope was brushfire. Your dawn listens, my lord. Let all the Orbis know itself to be free. Mehrunes is come. There is no dominion save free will. Suns were riven as your red legions moved from Lig to the hinterlands of Chill, a legion for each get. And Kuri was thrown down, and Jaff was thrown down, and Hormagail was crushed with cold salt, and forevermore called Hor, and so shall it be again under the time of gates. Under the Mayas, Malbioj was thrown down, that old city of chains, slaked in new-bone warmth and set free. Galg and Morgalg were thrown down together in a single night of day, and shall it be again under the time of gates. Nothing but woe for NRN, which has become the pit, and 7 curses on its druk, the Vermai Naimog. But for it the crusades would be as my lord's creation. Get by the Gi and do as thou wilt, of no fetters but your own conscience. Know that your hell is broken, people of the Orbis, and praise the Numantia, which is liberty.
Hark! What manner of madness is this? By the sweet mercy of Kinnereth, I understand scarcely a single chapter of this monstrous overwrought gibberish. This Mysterium Xarxes, it is a thicket of thorns with a mind. It speaks of such high-sounding, bombastic words. All revelations and sigils, and transliminal apotheosis, that a simple, honest soul is lost before the first illumination is even lit. One page speaks of a coiled, unbent truce, and the next of shattering the celestial wheel. What are these things? Saving the ravings of a fevered brain. I care not for these grand gossamer promises of power. I care only for the quiet streets, for the farmer to till his soil without the fear of bandits, and for the emperor to govern with justice and peace. Not this endless bloody squabble. This book, it is a weariness upon my spirit. It fills the heart not with understanding, but with a cold, creeping dread that the wicked men who do understand it mean to bring even more slaughter and greater upheaval to our already tormented Tamriel. What good is a dawn that is built upon the screams of the innocent? May this book be locked in a stone and forgotten, so that its tedious, dark ambitions never again disturb the simple, profound peace I so desperately crave.
Can you spare a
What is it,
coin?
citizen?
Temple of the One.
Hello there.
Read any good books lately?
I was given the legendary Scourge. I don't know what to think about it yet.
I believe I read that some time ago. I'll have to give it another read.
Take care.
I know well that I stand not in the favor of the divines.
If you want to learn more about light armor, you might talk to Dalgrosha.
My days have been stained by
Really
falsehood,
skilled at using light armor.
betrayal,
Luckily, he's
dishonor,
willing to train others to use
and a
it as
broken
well.
heart.
You think?
Yet I must needs cast myself upon your
Nothing
mercy,
I'd like to
O
talk
gods,
about.
and appeal to you upon Tamriel's desperate behalf. By the Nine, I swear upon my wretched heart that I am the chief of all fools, and likely the last wretch in all Tamriel deserving to trouble the ears of the divines with my pitiful voice. My soul is scared, my debts many, and my hands, well, you know all too well. They're not clean of this world's grime. Therefore, I dare not ask for a single selfish boon for this poor broken vessel. But may the high mercies, especially the patient Mara and the just Akatosh, look past this old undeserving beggar who speaks now. Let this prayer be answered not for my sake, but for every truly innocent soul within this troubled land. The babe in the cradle, the shepherd on the hill, the widow mourning her loss. If any grace remains to be spilled, let it fall upon them, and let me catch only the shadow of their blessing.